YouTube family, what is up? So I'm about to have a guest speaker who just did a $70,000. All right, in 1 month from wholesaling. Tolu, what up, man?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Hey, what up, player, dude? Hey, I love your shirt. Yeah, it seems like I got the memo today, dude.
Thanks, man.
Hey, to Tolu, bro, congrats. So you said that last month, or is it this month that you're doing 70 G's?
Nah, last month I did 70. This month I'll do about 60 again.
Woo! Wait, what? Damn. So last month you made $70,000 wholesaling.
Yeah.
And this month you're gonna do 60 G.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Dang, dude. So it's just within 2 months you're making $130,000.
Something like that. By God's
Hey,
grace.
bro, dude. Most people with a college degree don't even make $130,000 a year, player.
I'm already sharp, man.
Hey, bro, dude, I'm so proud of you, man, because I remember just 2 years or 3 years ago, I can't remember, but I brought you on for your first deal interview, and your first deal was what, 9,000?
Yeah, it was 9K, yeah.
$9,000. So you went from $9,000, your first wholesale deal, to now doing $70,000 in one freaking month, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, man, congrats, dude. So, Tolu, let's talk about your last month, dude. Let's talk about your last month with $70,000.
Oh, I'm losing you a bit. I can't hear.
Okay, can you hear me now? Hello.
Oh, I can't hear you.
You can't.
I can't hear you.
Oh shoot, dude.
I'm gonna leave and join back.
Okay. Leave and then come back. So, man, so once again, guys, all it takes is one good month to literally change your life. Honestly, all it takes is one good wholesale deal can change your life. My biggest wholesale deal is $212,000, and that's on a single family home. One of my students, his first wholesale deal was $288,000. All right? That's on a single family home. So one deal, guys, that's all it takes. So stay locked in and stay committed. Tolu, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, dude. Hey, bro, let's talk about your last month, 70G.
Yeah.
Okay, how many deals did you close?
So it was 4 deals.
Okay, so 4 deals and made $70,000. So that means if I take 70 divided by 4, 70. I'm bad with math, man. Dude, that's roughly about $17,000 average per wholesale deal.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Okay, so now my next question for you is where are you getting these deals?
I'm doing cold calling.
Okay. So all of them, it's been cold calling, nothing else.
Yeah, just cold call.
Okay. And what list are you pulling?
I'm not going. I don't even do one specific list. I just grab a list of vacants for real. And when I grab a list of vacants, they have like different criteria in them. So
totally. So you're telling me that the last month you did 70 G's, 4 deals, all came from vacant houses.
Yeah.
And so you just pull a list of vacant property.
Yeah, just pull a list of vacant properties, man. But I don't only do Maryland no more. So that's, I think that's what it is. I do other states now too. So I do.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so basically you expand. So when you first started, it was just Maryland, and now you're like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna expand into other states.
Yeah.
So, dude, you're pimp daddy. So now you're virtually wholesaling.
Yeah.
So now, total for last month with the 70 G's, man, how big was your list?
I think it's probably like I do a 10K list. So I do rounds of 10K lists until the list is done. Until they have all the numbers have been called or whatever. So I cycle through that, and then I'll wait. I'll get another list, but I do go back to every list every 6 months. You know what I mean? So,
got it.
Yeah.
So every single you would get a list of 10,000 people, and you would just pound the phone. And I suppose you have a dialer.
Yeah, well, I got VAs, so they do all that. Yeah, they pounding the phones and everything.
Damn, player. Dude, Tolu, dude, I'm so happy for you, man, because you went from
Thank you.
one-man show. You went from a one-man show, closing your first deal for 9,000 to now having a team that's pounding the phone for you, making
Yeah,
$70,000 in 1 month, man.
yeah.
So, how many VAs do you have?
I got 3 VAs.
Okay, so 3 VAs, 8 hours a day. They just pounding the phone. They're what? So they just filter and qualify the lead for you.
Yeah,
Okay, and then they qualify the sellers, and then they set appointment for you. So you are still the one who called them back and
yeah. I'm
negotiate.
still, yeah. I'm still the one who calls them back and negotiates it, and then close it. And then whenever I close it, whoever sent me that lead, they'll actually do the dispo for that lead.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Okay, so how fast do you go through the list of 10,000 people?
Give or take, man. I mean, it shouldn't take more than a month, realistically, but give or take. Sometimes it could be longer, sometimes shorter. But
Got
I
it.
would, yeah.
So
It
so
just
so so
depends.
so every single month you have the VA pull a list of 10,000 vacant property in a certain city.
Yeah, I would say like a month and a half. I would just say 2 months. Let me just say two
Sure.
months. Yeah.
So you guys would pull a list of 10,000 people. 3 VAs would go through them. Takes them about 2 months or so. All right. And then after you're done with that, you just move on to the next city.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
Right. And then so you just move on to the next city, you pull a list of 10,000, they just rinse and repeat. They do it again and again and again.
Mm-hmm.
So every 2 months, you move to a new city, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
And then every 6 months, you would go back to that list again that you just targeted.
Yeah, running
And
right
then,
back to the cycle.
and then call them again.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So you got the, okay. So now let's talk about, so all of them comes from vacant, and how are you dispoling them?
I got a website. I don't really want to say the website though.
Hey, okay, got you.
Yeah.
So basically you would put it on there and that would attract all the buyers.
Yeah, well, not even that. Like, I mean, obviously you have investor lift,
Yep.
where you put it on there and attract the buyers. But this one, it's like you put in the address and then it's like an AI and it'll bring up all the cash buyers within, like, I think within a 1 to 5 mile radius for you.
Yep.
And they can do it from 3 months to 5 years. So you
Okay.
have the opportunity to kind of filter it out however you want. And
Yep.
so from there, I'll tell the VA, hey, get that list and just call that list. So we're still doing like a cold outreach to buyers.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah,
So basically you pull that and then you call the buyers, and then obviously they're going to pitch the deal and try to sell to
right,
the buyers.
right.
Okay, got it. Now, out of all of that, total, like, so last month was 70K. This
Yeah.
month you're going on to do 60K. So how much is your overhead? Like, what's your overhead looks like right now?
I think I'm paying about to do everything. I think I'm paying around like 3,500 to 4,000 a month.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
So, bro, you're running you're running a very lean, mean machine.
Yeah. I always tell people, right? Like, once you get into the game of closing deals,
Yep.
of even getting deals, now it's not about, how many deals I can get. It's about how much money I could make per deal. That's
Ooh.
what
Yep.
differentiates, the motherfuckers who gonna make that money. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I
You know
agree.
what I mean? Because you could close 4 deals, but if they only like 5,000, 4,000, 10,000, nah. But if you can get somewhere, one deal is like 30,000, another
Yep.
deal is like 15, and then another is like 10, then it don't matter if you have a $4,000 jump, $5,000, it's all gonna add up. But realistically speaking, if you can be a good negotiator and get that price down, man, and you can maximize your profits, that's how you get them big months. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Tolu, dude, I absolutely agree with you. And I want all of you guys to also understand this, okay? Is that it's not about revenue, okay? I want you guys to understand this. Revenue sounds sexy. But at the end of the day, dude, profit is profit always beat revenue. So a lot of times,
Always.
dude, like when I go to these mastermind, that's why I want all of you to understand, until you are exposed to other people's business, you don't know that what you already have is actually good. Like Tolu, I'll be honest with you, man. Like Tolu, probably, dude, what you're netting is probably way better than some of the guy that I paid $30,000 to go and mastermind. Like they have a massive operation. Like, don't get me wrong. Like they have massive operations. They do way more deals. All right. Like there's this guy in my mastermind that he does, like his average deal is probably about $2,500, $2,500. And they do about, I think they do 20 to 30 of those. But but then you understand this. They also got a lot of people because, dude, a lot more paperwork, a lot more deals require a lot more manpower.
Yep.
So they have a big operations and they're paying these, and they don't have VAs. They have people who's actually in the US. And dude, and minimum wage, bro. Dude,
it gets expensive,
bro.
man.
Like, dude, it ain't cheap. So for them, it's like the revenue, the gross sounds really good. They're like, Kong, I'm doing 30 deals a month. Yeah. Like, it sounds really good, right? But at the end of the day, dude, they probably profit like 30 to 40K a month. Yeah. Now, it's still good, but the amount of stress that they also take on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
They cannot just leave and go for like 2 month or a month vacation trip and their phone just not blowing up.
Exactly.
Because they got 20, 30 employees.
Yeah.
So I want all of you guys to understand that when you see things online, and I say this all the time, focus on building the business around the lifestyle that you want to live.
Yeah, man.
So for me, dude, it's never about the big operations. Dude, I like your model. Just nice, small, mean machines, and then just run out and crank out and be profitable, dude.
Exactly,
like, dude,
man.
You're making, like, Tolu, I also talked to this guy. He said, Kong, you know what? I want to build a $10 million. No, he said he want to build $100 million business. This is way back when I first got into real estate.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Kong, I want to build $100 million business. I said, dude, that's wild. Dude. But how much are you looking to net? And guess what he said? He said, you know what? He said, if I can net $1 million, bro, I'll be happy. Dude, I was like, come on, man. Shit, bro. You want to build $100 million business, but only want to net $1 million? Then why don't you just focus on building a business that can net you $1 million, that don't require you to have, dude, to build $100 million business, bro? Could you imagine how much manpower? Could you imagine how much capital, how much overhead that will require? So I say, dude, why don't you just focus on building $1 million business?
I think it's messing up again.
Oh, dude, you got to get out and get back in again, man. Okay, so totally you got to get out and get back in again, okay? So that's the thing that I want you guys to all understand that, okay? It's not about how big of the business is. It comes down to how profitable you are. Revenue sounds good, but dude, the only thing that matters is profit. It's how much do you profit a month? And and also too, now you got to look at your time. That's also very important. It's your time. It's how much time are you involved in the business? I don't know about you, dude, but I don't want to make $10 million a year and work 16 hours a day. I'd rather make $1 million a year and work 1 or 2 hours a day. Right? So there's business out there that you can build that can actually set you free, give you the financial freedom, but also the time freedom. So don't have to think about, like, you got to build this massive business that you need so much employee.
Yeah.
And then, dude, you don't need a fancy office. We're in 2025. Everything is virtual, baby.
And to be honest, and I don't know if you were asking me a question, my thing cut out again. But to be honest, I actually did, I think it was like 94,000 last month. But I did a JV because one of the deals was like 40K, but I did a JV, so I had to pay the lady out 20K. So that's why it's only 70. It was supposed to be like 94 or so. You know what I mean? But now that I got the little the site that I got, I don't think I need a JV like that too much. You know what I'm saying? But I think the next thing is like doing ovations and things like that. Because obviously it's not only cash that you can do to make money in the game. You know what I mean? So I feel like once you the different ways you can make money, you're gonna make even more again. You know what I mean?
I love it, man. So Tolu, so what are you planning to buy now? Are you planning to buy anything?
Nah, I mean, I want to buy I bought a car. You know, I want to buy a new car, but I crashed my old car, so that's the only reason why I bought a Porsche. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let's go,
So,
baby, dude.
yeah.
Bro, man, dude, Tolu, dude, I'm truly so happy for you, bro, because like
Yeah,
I said,
thank you
I
so
remember
much.
3 years ago, dude, like when we talked, you're just doing your first deal. You're just the same guy. You're just as happy as you were that you are
Yeah,
now, dude. So I love it, man. Now,
yeah,
Tolu,
yeah.
what are some tips, some advice that you can give to the people who, maybe have done one or two deal? How can they get to the point where they can start, be more consistent with closing at least one or two deals a month?
Man, if I'm gonna be honest, it's really about in my opinion, you gotta spend money to make money, to be honest.
Agree.
And if you really want to be consistent, pay somebody to do it for you. You know what I
Mm,
mean? You can still do it yourself too,
yep.
but if you want to be consistent and really maximize your time, you know what I'm saying? Pay for somebody to help you out. Get a VA, get a code caller, you know what I mean? And add, you know what I mean? Because if me myself, I'm doing 3 people, you know what I'm saying, who are working 8 hours a day, that's way more than me just calling by myself. You know what I
Mm,
mean? We're gonna
true.
get through a boatload of people. So, in my opinion, if you really want to be consistent and make sure that you have money coming in, pay somebody to help you out, man. Use your money. You know what I mean? And that's just that. To be honest, it's really not hard. It's really not hard. And I don't want people to think that it's super duper hard, man. It's not.
Hey, love it. Hey, Tolu, what is it on your shirt? Oh, what does that say on your shirt?
Ohio Christian University. Yeah.
Hey, so are you a man of religions?
Yeah. I am, man. Yeah.
So Tolu, let me ask you this, dude. How how big of a part does God play in your success, man?
100%. I mean, without him, realistically, what would I have? And I don't say this just to say it. You know what I mean? Like legit. I grew up in the church. You know what I'm saying? So
Nice.
I go to church every Sunday. I pray all the time. Bible study all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
I like it.
and for me, it was. I think it was like 2 years ago in August. And I had some things going on, man. And I went to the pastor in the church, and he told me, say, go read the book of Job. You know what I mean? And basically what was happening was, I had stuff. God came, stripped all of it away. You know what I mean? And he told me something. And from what he told me, I did, and he gave it all back. You know what I mean? And now I'm seeing it in surplus. You know what I mean? And just that alone, and just having God in my life has shaped me to be who I am, to give. And with me giving, God is just making me receive even more. You know what I mean? So it's like a full circle thing, man. But without him, what would I have? You know what I mean?
Amen.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that, dude. Amen. Amen, bro. So, Tolu, I guess anything that you want to say to the people, dude. Like, well, because so let's just say that you got people who are going at this and it's been like 4 to 5 months and they're struggling.
Yeah.
What would you
Look,
say to those people?
look, man, if you've been doing it 4 or 5 months, man, and you're struggling, just know I know somebody who put way more money than me, who did it for 6 months and still didn't get anything. I know somebody who's been doing it for 2 years, didn't get anything. And you know what happened? The guy actually called my phone. He said he saw when me and you did our first interview when I made the 9,000. That
Hey,
guy just made 100, and he just made 100,000 in 1 month, netted 100,000 in 1 month. And he said that he actually got, inspired from when he's seen this video. But I say this to say, if you are in your 4th, 5th month, 6 months, a year, and you decide to give up, that is why you're not going to make money in this game. You
mm,
cannot think that you're just going to make a whole bunch of money in 1 second and now you have this lifestyle that you've always wanted. No, you got to build this shit brick by brick. And if you're not willing to do that and willing to spend your money and take some losses in the beginning, you're never going to experience the wins. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure that you just stay consistent as possible. And if you have doubt in your mind, go call your friend up, man, and tell your friend to give you some motivation, dog. That's what I do, man. I got 2 friends, man. You know what I mean? To this day, 3 years strong. And even in January, I called one of them, man, and I was upset at myself because I say, damn, where the deals at? Where the money at? And I'm going hard on myself when realistically I'm still closing deals. I don't even know why I'm going hard on myself, but I have that friend there to tell me, hey, Tolu, man, you doing it, bro. You know what I mean? Just keep going, dog. And then look, now I'm having bigger months. You know what I'm saying? So just keep going, man. And if you think that you failing, you not. You're not failing, man. You're not.
Hey, man, dude, Tolu. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah,
So,
man. Hey, one more thing. I'm from the DMV, and excuse my language, but what we say is shit don't stop, people do, man. So shit don't stop, people do. Simple as that.
I love that, dude. Hey, now, Tolu, let me ask you one last question, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, how did you? So, my whole thing is obviously, as you're trying to build this thing, we all go through the struggle, we all go through the tough times, we all go through the doubts, the fears, and things like that. What has helped you the most? That helps you to overcome all of that and continue to go to get to where you are today.
Man, again, I mean, number one, obviously God. I mean, no brainer there, right? And then secondly, it was just the people around me, like I told you, my 2 friends, and then also like building my network. Luckily for me, I came across somebody who was willing to show me their operation, and they were already very successful as well. And with that, it helped me kind of move a little bit faster.
Yep.
Because I was at a stagnant place. In January, I was at a stagnant place, and so once they showed me, their operation and stuff, things kind of went faster. And then I had the people, in my corner with me every day, just talking with me and things like that. So that alone was just enough for me. You know what I mean? Not everybody's blessed with that, to have people in their corner like that, or to have somebody who's willing to show them something. But I mean, you'll never know unless you're actually out there networking with different people. So.
Love it, man. Tolu, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you jumping on here and inspire, motivates people, man. I still get messages till today. Like there's this one person here say, hey, I remember this guy from 3 years ago. Dude, I'm telling you guys, man, anyone can do this. We're bringing on real people. We're bringing on real doer. We're bringing on people who are just making it happen regardless. We're bringing on people who's making money instead of making excuses. Tolu, I appreciate you being on here, man. Thank you so much for coming on, dropping some bombs, inspire, motivates people, man. And I look forward to seeing a lot more of your success. And hey, maybe one day I'll see you at the mastermind.
Hey, maybe one day, man.
Hey, just let me know. Just let me know if you want to join one of the mastermind, dude. I'm more than happy to connect you with the guy.
For sure.
Okay. Appreciate you, Tolu.
Hey,
thank you, dude.
So much.
Congrats.
All right.
Damn, dude, I am truly so happy for him. Like, you guys don't know, man. Like I said, 3 years ago, I remember the first interview, and now he's cranking out $70,000 in 1 month, $60,000 in another month, $130,000 in just 2 months. Okay, so I think just like Tolu said, if you are on the verge of like, man, dude, it's getting tough out here, I can't find any deals. All it takes is one deal, and I think most people give up too soon. And every single time when you decided to throw in the towel or to give up, dude, you need to look back. Why do you start it in the first place? It was for freedom, right? You want to be one day to make the money so you can quit the J O to B, build your own business, and become financially free. Am I correct? I mean, that was for me. Being able to travel whenever you want, call your own shot, make your own schedule, right? I mean, so the whole goal is you need to understand this. It's that that tough times don't last. Only tough people do. Okay? So remember to stay locked in, to stay committed. And just never give up, my friend. Because if you give up today, you'll be stuck working at the J O to B for somebody until you're 65. Do you really want that? And if you gave up today, you gave up on everything that you have done for the past 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. It took me 6 months to actually close my first deal. And yes, I was in the same position as you were, where I was like, dude, I'm tired of this. So let me give you something that can help you get started today. And hopefully get you on a new path to closing that first or the next deal. Because the whole thing is you cannot do the same thing and expect to get a different results. So if you want something to change, maybe you're trying to do something that's different, change something. So I'll put the link to my 3-day challenge in the description. It's completely free. Here's what I'm going to share with you in the 3-day challenge. Day 1, I'll show you how to find this distressed property by using a software that we're using right now. Just like Tolu, you can go in any city, any state you want. You can pull any list you want. I'll show you how to do it. Day 2, I'm going to show you how to get on the phone with them, how to talk, how to negotiate, so you can get the property under contract at a steep discount. And then day number 3 is I'm going to show you how to find the buyers. Literally, leveraging the software, the AI software. You can go into any city, any state without really knowing the market, and then bam. Okay? And then you're able to sell the deal over to them and make a profit. So in that 3-day challenge, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. The link is in my description. All right? Now, for those of you who be like, hey, Kong, I've watched all your video. I went through the 3-day challenge. I'm still stuck. I need hands-on coaching or mentorship. Now, this is not for everybody, but it's for those of you who knows what you want. They're like, hey, Kong, I'm interested in actually becoming a student because I need that hands-on coaching, that guidance, that mentorships. And all you need to do is just fill out the form, go to coachwithkong.com. Fill out the application, book a call with my team, get on the phone with them, okay? And they will at least give you some guidance, okay, of where you need to actually start, okay? Valley said, where is the link is in the description, okay? So the link for the 3-day challenge is in the description. But here's what I'm going to show you how powerful this software is. And for those of you who sign up for the software, watch this, okay? I'm just going to briefly show you exactly how this software works. Comment your city and your state. And I can sit here and pull a list of vacant property within seconds. Okay? Okay, within second. So comment your city and your states, and I'll pull the list for you right now, right in front of your eyes. So that way you don't have the excuses saying, hey, Kong, where do I get the list? What do I do? Okay, so let me share my screen with you. All you need is right here. For anyone who signed up for the software, guess what, my friend? You will never have to pay for skip tracing ever again. I'll pay for all your skip tracing. Baltimore, Maryland. Watch this. All you need to do is go to property leads. So the software that we're currently using right now is called kingdata.ai. It's the only software that you need to level up your real estate game. It's the only software that you need. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. All you need to do is once you go here, if you need more training videos, go here. But like I said, that 3-day challenge, we will deep dive into the software and show you how powerful it is, where you can start closing deals from home. I'm going to click on property leads. And then all I need to do is put you in the city, Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, so let me figure out how to spell it. B-A-L. Okay, B-A-L. Sorry, guys. I am just not a Baltimore. Oh, my gosh, man. MD, I think I found it. Okay, Baltimore, Maryland. Watch this. Okay? There's 205,000, which is too much. All you need to do is once you click on the city and the states, then you click on filter. I mean, guys, this is how simple it is. We're going to get rid of apartment, others, townhouse, and condos. It is so simple, but most people are just not willing to put in the work and stay committed and be consistent. Everybody wants to get rich in a month or 2 months. But once again, it depends on how fast of a learner you are. Some of us are a little bit slower than others. It took me 6 months. But let's just say in that 6 months, you're able to close a deal that can make you $25,000, $30,000, or $40,000. Is it worth it? The answer is yes. So now all you do is go here. We're going to stick with single family and multifamily. Okay? Now watch. All I'm going to do is I'm going to click on, right here, vacancy. And it's going to take that 205,000 down to 10,000. Boom. You see that? So whoever it is, just comment Derek. So right there, Derek, there's a list of 10,000 right here. And watch how easy this is. Before that, Derek, you would have to download and upload, and you have to go through another software to skip trace. And you have, like, I used to pay Derek over $1,000 a month in different software just for all of the software I sign up just to do what kingdata.ai is doing. Because now all you do is you click on the property, boom. And look, Derek, I will pay for all your skip tracing. So you never have to come out of pocket paying to skip trace, because other places will charge you between 10 cents to 25 cents just to skip trace the address. So if you were to skip trace 10,000 of the address that you just got, it would have cost you about $1,000. But as long as you have the software, and it doesn't matter if you sign up for the basic plan or the pro plan, I will pay for your skip tracing. It's a month-to-month. You can cancel anytime you want. It's just very easy. So right here, it even tells you that this is on a do not call list. So don't call them. Don't call. Here's the phone number that you can call Dave. Boom. On this property right here. And you can go down. It tells you everything about this property. Everything. It's a three-story, 1 unit, Baltimore. Like, it'll tell you everything about the property. So when you get on the phone with the seller, guess what? You know everything about their property. Now, here's the next move. Let's just say that you want to figure out what the property's worth. Derek, all you need to do is click on comparables. Boom. They made it so easy. I mean, it's as easy as it can get. It'll show you everything that is sold, everything that is active. So basically, they're taking information from the MOS. So accuracy, pretty dang accurate. Okay? So right here, sold. So what you want to do is you want to find 3 comparables, apples to apples. And once you found it, you just go boom, boom, boom. You hit the thumbs up, and then you just download report. And then that will bring you the report, and it will show you. Bam. Kong is the king of gatekeeper. Dude, we don't gatekeep. All right? We don't gatekeep. If this was gatekeeping, I wouldn't show you guys this. I wouldn't spend the last 7 years, man, to help you guys get rich. You know, I realize that my mission is to help you escape the J-O, the B. The reason why? Because I was once the guy. I was once that guy. Hated it. So my mission is to help you escape the J-O, the B. But nothing work if you don't. Okay? Nothing work if you don't, though. I can give you the knowledge, information, and all that, but you got to be willing to put in the work. Nobody can help you if you cannot help yourself, my friend. I mean, I don't know what else I can do. You know, just to pay for people skip tracing, you know how much that have cost me a month? Tens of thousands of dollars a month that's coming out of my bank. Because I want to make sure that you guys are taken care of. For anyone who signed up for the software, I said, hey, dude, get my people taken care of. They gave me a discount on the skip tracing. I'll pay for it. Boom. So, for those of you who watch this, so I don't know what else I can offer you. I mean, so here's how you sign up for the software. Boom. All you need to do is go to kingdata.ai, right? You go to kingdata.ai, hit get started. It'll take you all the way down here, okay? And a lot of you be like, well, Kong, I don't know if I should sign up for the basic or the pro plan. I'll tell you exactly which one. If you are new, if you're tight on capital, if you don't have that much, go with the basic plan. Click monthly, because if you don't, it'll click you on annual. The nice thing about paying annual is that if you pay for the entire year, which means you don't have to pay again until, June of 2026. But that would save you $600. So instead of paying $149 a month, it actually only comes out to $99 a month. So this is if you're doing a month-to-month, right? If you click on month-to-month, it's $149 a month. But once again, the skip tracing's already been paid for. You don't worry about it. You can send out direct mail. You get up to 25,000 leads per month for free that you can download. And then for those of you be like wondering what the AI zip code is, let me show you how powerful this thing is, okay? So let me show you what the zip code does, which is wild. So I'm going to go back. Okay, I'm going to go back. Property leads. Okay. So let me remove this. Okay. Let me share screen here. Boom. Okay. Give me another city and state. Give me another city and a state. Chicago, Illinois. Okay. Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois. Okay. Chicago, Illinois. Right here. Boom. Let me show you what's cool about this software. Okay. So this is like a bonus on top of a bonus. And this is something I was talking to my students yesterday. You see this 2 property that's highlighted in blue and it said wholesale deal? Guess what, my friend? And you remember how earlier Tolu said that he has to pay a lady $20,000 because the wholesale deal was $40,000. But he had to pay her $20,000 because it was a JV deal, which means she brought him a buyer. So he has to pay. So typically a JV, a joint venture, is a 50-50 split. So check this out. Just by having access to the software, I can literally go into Val City and State, and I can start JVing deal. This right here, when it's highlighted like this, it means that there is a wholesaler that has this property under contract and they're asking $45,000. All you need to do is click on contact seller. It'll give you all the information about that wholesaler. You can reach out to that wholesaler and say, hey, I saw your deal here. I'd love to JV with you. And bam. If he was to make $10,000 on this deal, you will get $5,000. You get $5,000 just by paying $149 a month to have access to the software that nobody can go on and just also, you know how hard it is to find a wholesaler that has a deal under contract? This makes it so easy. And you can just contact them and then start JVing. And you can literally go into any city, any state from the comfort of your own home. Never have to talk to seller, never have to do negotiating, never have to worry about EMD, none of that. If you wanted to go with just JVing with people, joint venture. I know, it's pretty badass. When I started 12 years ago, there was nothing like this. I had to go on Facebook, and there's a bunch of people who are just taking another person's deal, pumping it out, and you don't even really know who owns the deal. But for you to market on here, you have to be the person who actually owns the deal. Okay? Own the wholesale deal. So I have a VA that all they do is they just go on here and they just start JVing deals. And we're making $20,000 a month just from JV. JV, $20K a month. Never have to talk to seller. And you can train a VA to do this because JV is pretty easy. It's not as hard as like trying to get a deal under contract. Okay, but let me show you another thing that this software can do. Man, there's just so much that I can't show you everything on here, okay? Now watch. Now, if I were, I'm going to add. Okay, now for those of you who wants to send out marketing, Chicago, Illinois. Okay, we're going to go to filter. We're going to get rid of apartment, others, townhomes, condo. Okay. And then we're going to choose, let's just choose tax delinquents. I love tax delinquent lists. Okay. So there's 290. Dude, that's pretty big list. Hold on a second. So absentee owner. That's a massive list. Let me see here. Going to refresh it. Okay, I have to punch it in again. Hold on a second. Chicago, Illinois. Okay, we're going to go filter, others, apartment, townhome, condos, and we want tax delinquents. Hold on a second. I don't know why it's at 0 here. Must be my computer. Hold on a second. And then, okay, I want to show you guys one more thing. You see here, cash buyer. So let's just say that you got a property under contract. You type in the property address right here. Okay? And then you go here, and then you just click on cash buyer. And it will show you all the cash buyers. Okay? And this is what Tolu was talking about, but I don't know if he has a different software, but you click on cash buyer. And it literally will show you all the cash buyer that's currently actively buying in that area. Bam. And all you do is you don't have to skip trace. You click on the property address that they just bought. They'll show you all their phone number, their contact info, and you just call them up and say, hey, I just saw you bought this property. I got another one down the street. You want it? Bam. That is how simple that this software, that's AI, have made it for you guys that are starting now, today. Does your AI allow to filter neighborhood? Yes. You can even go down to even zip code. Yes, correct. Neighborhood, zip code. So it doesn't have to be the entire city. You can take it down to county. You can take it down to zip code. That's like, you can really go and narrow as much as you want. All right. So anyways, I'm running out of time. Okay. But if you want to join the 3-day challenge, once again, I'll leave the link in the descriptions. Basically me and Jenna, which is another investor, she's been in the game for 11 years. And we're going to walk you guys through the 3-day challenge on how to close your first or your next deal by leveraging the software. We'll get into more details about it, okay? Anyways, I appreciate each and every single one of you that's watching. I truly hope that this video add some value to you, all right? If not, motivates and inspire you to go out there and go after your dreams. Everything you ever wanted, my friend, is out there in the world. You just have to go fight for what you want. It's not going to fall into your lap. You can't just sit there wishing, hoping, and praying for your life to change. You must take the first step. You must take the leap of faith and let God take over the rest. See, yes, it's good to pray, but also you got to have the faith, the courage to take the leap of faith, to take that next step. Okay? And then just let go and let God take over. Okay? So believe in yourself. You too can do this. I'm a high school dropout. If you watch Tolu is also just a regular guy. And if we both can do it, and not just us, I have tons of students that have done it. You just need the right tools, the right training, the right guidance. And my friend, anybody can wholesale. It is extremely simple. Okay? I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, wish you nothing but the best. I want to see you escape the rat race. I want to see you quit the J-O, the B, and be able to build your own virtual wholesaling operations. Whether you want to make $10,000 a month, $50,000 a month, or $100,000 a month, you can do it. Okay? And being able to live the life that you always dream of. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Until next time, let's go get this money. I'm out.